Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Capes and Lunatics. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is Lilith Hellfire.
Yo, or whatever yo in Kryptonese is.
And to help us discuss the Supergirl from Krypton, it is the man from Ohio. It is Tyler Patrick.
Hey, everybody. And I even got my little Supergirl here popping to say hi.
Oh. Yay!
Hello, Batgirl.
So,
she did just pop up.
You will soon hear her appear on the next episode of Krypton Report, where we talk about the Supergirl trailer, which we have dubbed, "They better not let the frickin' dog die," because that's what Sailor kept saying the whole time. She's like, "Don't let that
baby."
She's like, "Don't let that frickin' dog die." I'm like, "It's not my call, Sailor." She's like, "Ugh."
What are the odds that they play Who Let the Dogs Out somewhere in that movie?
I feel like if it was James Gunn directing, it would be there.
Absolutely.
I actually really like Craig Gillespie as a director.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm hoping that we don't.
How about bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay? Anyway, all right. So yes, we are going to talk the 6 parts the Supergirl from Krypton that appeared in the Superman Batman series, the only team up series where Superman was first. They learned their lesson after that.
Then they just use the excuse alphabetical order.
Well, yeah, because a lot of the stores put all the books in alphabetical order, so that way it's towards the front and it's near all the bad books. Yes.
Issue 1 is Batman, Superman. Issue 2 is Superman, Batman. We're just gonna rotate every other week.
I'm surprised they haven't come up with some kind of thing now where it's like instead of it's a variant cover, but on one it says Batman, Superman, and the next one it says Superman, Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the same issue.
Yeah, you know how
That's what we have World's Finest for, like.
You know how much that would mess with people if they did that. They'd be buying it like, "Man, I got this." I'm like, "Yeah, I got this."
Oh yeah.
And they're like, "Wait, is it the same book?" Like, you know how many times I bought the stupid Robin book where it's Tim versus the Joker? Like, it was this little miniseries. You know how many times I bought that stupid thing because I hadn't learned all the variant covers before? And I was like, "Oh, it's the next one I don't have because I don't remember that cover." Yeah.
And kids, just watch. I got burned by this recently. Luckily, I was able to make an exchange. But yes, now they're doing variant covers on like graphic novels and collections and stuff. So
Yeah.
It really sucks because I almost like I'm at the point where I feel like now you're just kind of tricking me because I can't keep track of what the cover looks like for everything.
Exactly,
So,
especially if it has like a ton of covers.
We've got Robin versus Joker at home.
yeah.
Meanwhile, it's like the Death in the Family. Oh my God, I saw something. I think they're putting out some kind of like big, huge, like I guess expensive reprint of like the Killing Joke or something, and I forget all what's in it, but it's like supposedly the cover looks like a camera bag or something, and
It should be the Killing Joke with 3 Jokers with the one-shot story that Jeff Johns did for the Joker world, and just be called like,
if you really,
I don't know,
Or all the One Bad Days, maybe collected in there too.
and if you really want to put the stake through your heart, yeah, include the Dark Knight Returns in there.
Your mother's a whore. Frank Miller would never let that happen.
No.
Well, I'm just thinking because like, you know, in 3 Jokers they tie it back to the Killing Joke so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I still like don't know how I feel about that story completely.
It's not canon, don't worry.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be until people just started referencing it in canon.
But it's not canon because there's no such thing as canon now. So I hope that makes you feel better.
I mean, it all is canon. Everything canon. Nothing
Yeah,
matters.
remember Grant Morrison?
Yeah, nothing matters. So
Grant Morrison said every Batman story matters, and if it, even if it was the space alien stuff, he was tripping balls.
Every Batman story matters, even if it doesn't.
Not you, Gaslight by Gotham.
Oh yeah.
Well, again, Elseworlds. But yes, they pander so hard to those Batman fans.
Batman,
Can somebody,
my favorite character.
can somebody explain why Sterling Gates went out of his way to retcon Naked? By the way, anybody?
From this
think
story?
I can. I really think I can, and I'm going to say that because my friend Anthony Desiato, who hosts a podcast called Digging for Kryptonite, just did an interview with Sterling Gates that at the time of this recording I think came out 2 weeks ago. And I just listened to it yesterday, actually. And Gates talked a lot about how his history of loving the character, but felt like the art really was great art, but really made Supergirl into a TNA character.
Yeah.
And I just listen to the way he talks, and he has a lot of similar views that I do about, as not only just as a father of a daughter, but also someone who works with kids and works a lot with teenage girls and works where you hear how certain things media wise scope how they feel about themselves. Like a lot of the artwork and the way they did Supergirl, I'm not a fan of, because I feel like that's what they did, was they just made her like this supposedly 16, 17-year-old girl who's running around ridiculously naked, scantily clad. I mean, there's times they even draw like the whale tail, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really thinking, my belief is that Mr. Gates here just felt like it should be addressed, at least why it was, to help tamper down just that feeling of almost ickiness.
Yeah.
So,
and I don't think that belly button gets covered once in this story.
Oh no! The only cool thing that, not in this story, but like because I read this entire run, at the point where they change her belt out to a studded belt, I had to laugh and just admire. I was like, that's
so
early.
2003.
Yes. I was like, that's so early 2000s hot topic right there. Not that I didn't wear a studded belt, but I did.
And don't forget the wallet chain. They should have had the wallet chain.
Oh no, I had the wallet chain, the studded bracelets, the belt. So yeah, that's my feeling of why I think he did it. He said, check out that interview.
I was curious, so yeah, I will go check out that interview.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah, I feel like Supergirl deserves so much more respect. Like I've always had a whole thing about the mini skirt and the crop top.
And like Tyler pointed out, keep it in mind. I mean, Supergirl's what, 16 or 17 here, so.
I mean, there's even like in not this run, but the one that follows this up. I know we're harking on it, but like there is a quick scene where you have Kid Flash and I think Beast Boy, or it's when the Teen Titans are there, and they're looking up at Starfire and Supergirl, and they can kind of get an up view, and they both comment on the great view. And there is even a couple instances where her skirt moves where they're actually drawing her panties, and I'm just kind of like, you gotta have some sort of like. And Lex Luthor makes a reference to her chest and stuff too, and it just kind of feels like she is a teenage girl.
Yeah.
And and that's like when the Supergirl TV series came out. I like that they gave her the tights.
Like, yeah, because you do need it. You do need it. As much as I joke about it, you definitely need it in this world.
Yeah, you do, and like I said, it's just something like this whole this. The only thing I can say negative about this run really is I don't like the costume.
I mean, the whole skirt thing. I mean, is it just because when the character was created back in the 50s, it was just a lot of women wore skirts and dresses more than like pants.
I never like when they put okay, so it goes back to the whole, and I don't want to get derailed with it, but it's like in my mind, like I hate Wonder Woman. Like it's just a thing. Like I don't like they never make the design look good, but I do like Superwoman. This thing, I like Super's design.
Yeah.
The original Superwoman design. I think that was like the perfect way to encapsulate that. But like, they're very far and few when they make when they put female superheroes. I don't even like Captain Marvel's pantsuit. So,
You know what's funny though? Like you say that, and like right in front of me is the original like New 52 Jim Lee drawing, where Wonder Woman has the black pants that they never use in the actual comics.
Yep.
It's only in that initial.
Uh-oh. Thought somebody at DC editorial took you out.
The Dino, is that you? Because we're in that Dino area, so.
But I mean, I just talking like the way her skirt's designed, it's very flowy. It definitely is like ooh, but I'm like, I don't need that in my comics.
Yeah.
I'm not here for that. Like, so even as a let's see, this what year is this that this one came out?
2003, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like
2004.
18.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I'm 18, 19ish, depending on. Even then, I'm still like, I don't need this in my comics.
Yeah. I was like in my 20s. I was like, ew, this is.
It's like I can't really like respect the character or, like decorate with the character or have like a Supergirl statue or anything that kind of Supergirl without feeling like this is what you're reducing her to.
Oh, I hate the anime manga version statue of Girl or any I've never like it's so overdone. I get it, yeah.
It's like if I wanted a statue, like even like the white T-shirt, crop top, and blue skirts, still kind of like, but I feel like the art style of this one's pushing it.
The only what place I like that particular instance is Superman animated. When she like, doesn't she show up in that one?
Yeah. When she's technically Kara in she's
That's the one that I'm like, okay, because it's such a like a QT animated style that it like kind of softens it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time really.
Did we want to do this issue by issue or just talk about it as like a whole?
I mean, however you guys want to do it, you know, I think
it serves the story to do it issue by issue.
Okay.
Because like I like that. Well, specifically, at least like the first issue. Like I like that. Like Batman's so annoyed with him. He's like, "You just stay in your fortress of solitude. There's kryptonite everywhere. I'm trying to
save your life. I'm trying to save your life. Damn it."
That dynamic. It was really like, you know, sometimes in the Batman Superman team ups, they kind of don't make Superman the best, and that's that whole Frank Miller legacy of Frank Miller thing.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of like Mark Waid and a few others, where they kind of make them like this is like showing that like Batman actually like cares about Superman like that. I like that kind of version of Superman.
I have enjoyed reading this and where it goes from here. The Jeff Loeb, because we read, you know, the Jeff Loeb. I like the way he writes the two of them.
Because you can tell he likes both characters. There's not like a
yes. I feel like if there was to be any type of future Batman Superman type team up movie, I think Loeb should be brought on as at least a story editor or something, because I think he does bring a strong voice to both of them, and in their own minds, I love their monologues themselves of how they do care for each other.
Yep, modern comics could never outside of Marvel.
All right. So this one starts in the Supergirl from Krypton starts in Superman Batman number 8, May 2004. Like you said,
had 3 reprintings, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, they
surprised me.
Well, this series got, I mean, maybe because it's Jeff Loeb. I mean, the first arc, Public Enemy's got an animated movie. This is animated too, right? So.
Yep, it's it falls under the Batman Superman Apocalypse film.
Oh, okay.
Which there are. So James and I, what we did is we read this arc, then we watched the film. And there are a few things in the film that I like better than the comic, and that's more towards the end of the story, like the climax, the third act.
So yeah, Jeff Loeb wrote this. Michael Turner, God rest his soul, was penciler and inker. Peter Steigerwald, colorist. Richard Starkings was the letterer, and editors Eddie Berganza and Tom Palmer Jr. A kryptonite meteor has fallen on Earth, spreading kryptonite bits all over the world. This again. Superman, depressed at being the last Kryptonian, is confined to the Fortress of Solitude while everyone else deals with the aftermath. Batman is getting irritated as Superman continually tries to persuade him to let him join in, to no avail. Batman is searching for meteor fragments beneath Gotham Harbor when he comes upon a spaceship that has only been there for a week or two. While he examines it, a naked blonde girl comes out of the water, enters the Batboat.
Loving it's Gotham Harbor. He's like, oh yeah, I'll get to that spaceship eventually. It happens so often.
Yeah.
She doesn't look mutated. She came out of the river, so she must have some kind of cancer.
I do like them showing her speaking Kryptonese, by the way.
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
Makes off with the Batboat. Alerted by an automatic warning, Batman pursues and catches up shortly after it crashes into a pier. Near the warehouses, 3 dock workers see the girl approach. She speaks some other language, Kryptonian. Not understanding her.
Kryptonese, everybody knows that.
I know.
Yep. Yeah, don't get Mark Waid on you, dude.
Yeah, well, this is that's what's written here. Not understanding her, one of the men reaches out to her. She grabs his hand and squeezes his fingers, mangling them. One of his, as Lilith Hellfire will do. One of his friends speaks up in the man's defense and comes at the girl with a crowbar of some sort. The DC weapon of choice. The girl pushes him back several meters, shattering the crates he lands on, and bends the crowbar out of shape. In Kryptonese, she warned the men off, and then asks what is happening to her. The third man gives her his coat, and she leaves shortly before Batman arrives. The girl runs through the streets in confusion. A car crashes into her, getting smashed, and when a red traffic light catches her attention, she accidentally blows it up with heat vision. The police arrive and open fire. She explodes one of the police car's engines. Running away, she takes flight, making it to the top of a building where she is confronted by Batman. Trying to escape and avoid hurting anyone, she crashes into an automated dirigible and sends it plummeting towards the city as she falls through a glass roof. Batman calls Superman to direct the dirigible into the harbor, then catches up with the girl, who is now in tears. Unable to understand that she doesn't mean any harm, Batman knocks her out with a chunk of kryptonite.
Classic Batman. I ask no question. So you can't tell me any lies.
Always has a piece on him. In the Batcave, scans indicate the girl's planet of origin as Krypton. She wakes up and causes some damage before Superman intervenes and finds out that she is his cousin, Kara Zor-El.
What are they doing with the Lindenberg blimp in Gotham anyway?
Was that like a shout out to the animated series or something?
I think so.
But, I mean, unfortunately, yes, you know, guys reaching for her, you know, goes back all the way to the Supergirl movie, the original Supergirl movie.
Yeah, it does. It's weird. Like, every time Supergirl shows up, it's like the
Well,
first.
babes, we've all read the Epstein files by now, so are imitating.
There are guys with some strange kinks out there. Oh, she could destroy me with the bear's touch or just the glance. Hey.
Oh, living life on the edge.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess have we cleaned up the fragments of the kryptonite meteor? Because I was like, okay, so Superman can come out and play. Supergirl's not getting affected at all. So I thought this thing.
You gotta do convenient plot point is convenient.
I guess.
So.
You mean like Dan Slott, who's doing Superman Unlimited, and what didn't that start with a kryptonite meteor heading toward her?
Yeah, don't get me started on that book. Okay.
Now you know our Dan Slott. Now you know our Dan Slott pain from Spider-Man.
It's just because I'm like, this book I felt like was promised one story, and then it's like a couple issues of that story, then jump to something random, then something else comes back.
Tyler, that is the
back to that story.
That is the Dan Slott playbook. Half of his Spider-Man issues, they promoted it as the greatest story, the Spider-Man story ever, and then it was just like, really, this is it.
This next issue is pretty good too. I think this is a solid introductory run. These first six issues right here.
Mm-hmm.
I like the next issue. I think the most out of all of them is because she's talking to Superman. She sees how the world sees him, and she says, "Oh yeah, no wonder they don't know who they are. They would never look for you to be addressed as."
Yeah,
and as we know with the Zoe Deschanel thing, all you got to do is either add bangs or glasses, and it totally works.
I think it works totally better for women.
Yeah.
And that's not being sexist. I'm just saying with some makeup, a different little hairstyle, put some it really does a lot. Because even
we have to stretch the fabric for Superman for how nobody recognizes him so hard. Oh, they're hypno glasses. He slouches. But to be fair, it's just kind of like that. Which blonde white woman is this? A lot of white guys look alike. As big as Superman and Clark, but I'm just saying.
All those Kansas farm boys look alike.
Well, I mean, if you know, you know. Have you ever seen the Oklahoma Friday night football game?
I'm just saying, I have jokes about, we buy our dog food from Tractor Supply. And I joke with the kids, I feel like if I'm a man going into Tractor Supply, there's a dress code because you just look at copy and paste, walk in and out.
Boots.
Copy and paste, yeah. Carhartt jeans, boots, cowboy boots, or work boots.
Wearing his Tom Welling flannel, Smallville flannel.
And I'm like, I told the kids, yep, watch it, cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. And I'm like, I'm going in here in my Superman shirt and Crocs and
yeah, you're definitely sticking out, pal.
Yeah. So I'm like, I can see where you can just kind of blend in.
Oh yeah. I must apologize. Look at that cover. Her belly button is covered.
Oh, Phil, how dare you? How dare you, Phil? But yeah, that might be the only time. Okay.
All right.
The only time is in this issue because she's wearing that outfit.
Yeah. All right. All right.
But it is weird that she crashes in Gotham Harbor. Not like.
Gotham is like a magnet for all things weird. Suck it, Smallville.
That's the one thing in the story I was like,
Well, again, is that the plot point? So yeah, Batman is right there.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing is, if I cannot remember, even though I just read it, if there was anything about where Luthor was trying to send the meteor to, since her ship was being pulled with the meteor.
Lex definitely wouldn't want it in Gotham.
I mean, I'm trying to remember. I mean, I think it's still in continuity at this. Yeah, it's still in continuity at this point, I think. But I'm surprised we didn't make a reference to Lex being he's looking for his next Matrix.
Yeah.
Too soon, Phil. It's too soon.
I know.
Shh. We don't talk about it.
Well, Linda Dan. At this point, Linda Danvers is still out there. She hasn't gone to hell yet.
Scroll down if you don't know what we're talking about.
I literally, kids.
Yeah, all the because like we haven't got there on the podcast yet because like we've been trying to do like front loaded Kara Supergirl stuff, and then after the film, the back half of the year, we're gonna explore a little bit more of the Linda Danvers and kind of more dig into that Peter David run and everything. But we were kind of saving that for after the film. So,
all right. So.
God, it's almost June too. Where's the time gone, guys?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Supergirl and Spider-Man.
I think we have a good summer movie. It's been a while.
Like it seems like a
But
classic.
I heard 2027 and 28 are going to be like the year. Like we're going to get that new Black Panther movie. They're probably going to do a whole bunch of X-Men stuff too. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, yeah, on the other side of Secret Wars, I mean, they're going to think they're going to reintroduce.
I'm not even going to see that movie. I'm not interested.
Yeah, well, that's where they're going to introduce new X-Men and all that crap.
Yeah, because they're saying the next Black Panther movie is the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, so we might actually get like Storm and stuff.
I'm just, not holding my breath until I see it. We've been burned way too many times.
Yes.
With this is what we're doing. We're changing it. Yeah. Okay, maybe this.
Well, they already done wrote Denzel the check, so they got to do it. They got to do it.
All right, so issue 9. Superman and Batman are in the Fortress of Solitude, examining the spaceship that brought Superman's cousin Kara Zor-El to Earth. Batman queries Superman on a line of the plaque on it. Superman confirms that it is treasure, not terror or trouble, that Kara would be for the planet.
He's like, this ain't no Phantom Zone reject, is it?
Yep.
They also discovered that it is a kind of solar light generators that bathe the occupant in sunlight, which is why she came out fully powered. Kara bursts through the door, chased by Krypto.
Now that's one hell of a sad light. That's all I'm saying. She's no effectiveness one.
Superman calls him off, and Batman. Oh, that's what I was telling Justin the other night. Anyone find it ironic that the astronauts that are up there right now, they sent up three men and one woman?
I'm not commenting on that. I'm just going to say,
They force them.
The wrong kind of force them in my personal opinion. Whatever.
Oh, God.
Like I said, I'm not going to comment. I'm just going to say,
I remember reading when they were sending up like the first woman astronaut, and they were like, "Are 500 tampons enough for a 7-day trip?" I think it wasn't 500. It was like some ridiculous number.
If not, you in trouble.
I'm not even on my
if not, you in trouble.
I'd be like, you need to calculate the tampon weight for the fuel to send it up, okay?
Lilith, scientists know how to get around the moon,
Bro,
but they still don't know women's bodies.
Know that's, you don't just stick. It's a whole thing. It's just like, you are grown men. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, they're dumbasses. We were never taught anything.
Clearly, nerds have never touched a woman.
Oh my!
No, they just never. They're that old generation of. Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Probably, you're probably right. But I always think about that anytime I see a woman in space. I'm like, I bet you they asked her that question.
And then I'm like, at the store, like, hate you. I'll pick up your tampons while I'm here, baby.
As you should. That's what a good partner does.
Yes.
So Superman calls him off, and Batman sends Kara out while trying to convince Superman that he fears that she may not be who she says she is, and asks if he finds it suspicious that the dog hates her. Superman says no, because the dog hates everyone. Like half a little 7.
Touche.
Yeah.
Later, Batman confronts Kara. She tries to convince him that she's who she says she claims to be, but Batman explains that he doesn't trust her because she desperately wants him to. Superman turns up and tells his cousin that he has been through enough and he's taking her out whether Batman likes it or not. On Apocalypse, a girl called Precious challenges the female Furies. They defeat her, and Darkseid commands Granny Goodness to get him a suitable replacement for Big Barda. He demands the girl who fell
There's
on
no
Earth.
replacement for Big Barda.
I know.
No.
In Metropolis, Clark shows Kara around while Bruce tails them from the shadows. They go to the Superman Memorial. Kara realizes that the reason Superman's simple disguise works is because Earth people think of Superman as someone bigger than them.
And to quote, "This is how they see you. You're their champion."
I was going to say,
Bigger
yes.
than life.
As David Carradine told us. All of a sudden, they are attacked. Kara tries to fly away, but a golden rope wraps around her ankle and pulls her back.
Batman called in the backup.
Clark changes to Superman and races to her rescue, but Harbinger appears and restrains him. An archer shoots at Batman and he throws a batarang, breaking her bow. Superman throws off Harbinger as Batman confronts the Archer, Amazon warrior Artemis. She knocks him down and prepares to stab him, but he drops her with a dart. Meanwhile, Kara is pulled in by her assailant, Wonder Woman.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was going to say...
You're taking my slot. Get out.
I was going to say, Wonder Woman expert, how did you feel about her portrayal in these?
It's always a little hard when we do the Trinity. I always feel like Wonder Woman gets the short end of the stick with it.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
Especially in a book called Superman Batman.
Exactly. It's a hard balance. Like a lot of people like they think they know Wonder Woman or like say they grew up with like Linda Carter Woman. That's all great and dandy, but actual like comic book Wonder Woman goes so much harder.
I think Wonder Woman's the hardest character in DC to write.
To balance, especially with like the right kind that we've had.
So shout out Kelly Thompson, absolute Wonder Woman.
Yes, I love that book. I love that book so much. I was like, can we just make this canon when Absolute goes away? We could just like, this is the one thing we get to keep. But yeah, I was like, okay, I was wondering. Like, we got a lasso that could like really figure it out for us here.
Mm-hmm.
Granny Goodness looks ridiculous the way they draw her in this.
I have so much trauma from Darkseid and Granny Goodness, Smallville. Like, it just sends a shiver down my spine.
Hey,
like, I hate
too.
that reference.
Oh, I did not read this yet, but did you see there's a free story on the DC app. It's another Marvel DC crossover. It's Supergirl finally.
Yeah, and Blade. I have not.
That's another random dice roll right there. You can't tell.
You know what? Our last episode.
I'll take that one.
Our last episode.
It's still better than Punisher and Power Girl.
You know what? Our last episode went up on YouTube, and our good friend Tyler Ferguson, who sends us feedback sometime. I can't believe I forgot this. You know the connection between Punisher and Power Girl, right? I can't believe I didn't remember this. Both created by Jerry Conway.
Oh, okay. I'll take tangential, sure.
Okay.
I mean, I love Gail Simone as a writer, but can you imagine if they let Jerry Conway write that? He created both characters.
It would be awesome if Jerry Conway wrote it. Yeah.
Tangential. Like I said, anything to put. They needed to pad out the book. We get it.
I feel like you'd be smacking some of us stupider people in the back of the head if you would have been like, this story's dedicated to Jerry Conway or something,
Exactly. Like sometimes you need, like, when it's not as obvious, sometimes we do need the hint. Sometimes the yellow box helps, man.
And then we would be like, oh yeah, that was cool. They put those together.
Like I said, I love Gail.
Well, Paul, it's still Paul really.
I know. I mean, I love Gail Simone as a writer, but it's like how great would it have been if Jerry Conway, who created both characters and never was able to write them in the same story before, was finally able to write them in the same story.
They moved too slow.
But
they should have gave Jerry Conway something. I mean, he had the original.
Shout outs are not hard. What I was gonna say is, like, in this issue is where we get the whale tail.
Yeah.
And this issue is where, like, she's walking around experiencing Earth. We do have some great, like, action shots though, and like how Wonder Woman shows up at the end. Like,
that ship is very sperm and zygote.
Oh.
Wait, which one?
What, her ship?
Spaceship. I just don't like the spaceship design.
Yes, but would it have been any better if it was a phallic shape, love?
No.
Yeah, I get you. I like the Krypto design. We'll leave that.
Yeah. Actually, making a poster of that Krypto.
It's a sweet looking Krypto. Like.
No, the mean Krypto. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
But I feel like Lilith Hellfire's going to have that tattooed on her by the end of the year.
No more tattoos.
Yeah, just like no more dogs, Lilith. Okay.
Well, first of all, they were a present. You don't turn down presents.
Oh, so the tattoo's a present. Okay. I would have got your ass tattooed. Oh, yeah, that picture.
I love it. Looks like my old crusty white dog, actually. On
Yeah.
the spot.
That's a great Krypto look.
This era of Krypto is weird. They're just like...
He's just there. And then there's Krypto.
It's out of control mutt.
I shout out to the Super Pets. I do love that movie. That was fun. Despite the voice actor. I thought it was...
Yeah, Tyler, that Granny Goodness is going to give me nightmares.
Like, she even has, like, the dog collared necklace, like, around her neck kind of thing going on. I'm like,
Just what you want to see on an old woman.
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the greatest things with Granny Goodness was getting Ed Asner to voice grade it.
Yes.
I know. I remember the first time I saw that. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, could it be?
I mean, it was perfect.
Oh my god! But the last page of this issue, I mean, is that the most sexualized page in this
Yeah,
whole story?
yeah, and I mean it's
Supergirl and Wonder Woman.
yeah, it's definitely not a position I would see Supergirl in because I really think she would be fighting and be able to actually put up a better fight than what's here.
I'll grab the.
You know, we're-
Because I mean, they do talk in the story about how that she could be more powerful.
Or is that not on my watch?
I was gonna say that the one thing she can conquer, the artist kink.
And that's
Well,
like,
tell alert. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Like,
Oh, that's I
It's
mean,
giving Paris Hilton in The Simple Life and the worst.
yeah, I mean, once you put it like you say back to
I feel
when this came out and what was popular, and yeah, it calls to some of the style, but you know, in that interview, Sterling Gates said, "Would you feel comfortable giving this book to a girl to read, to like feel empowered or to connect with Supergirl?" And I'm just like, no.
I mean, I feel
Even
like
Wonder Woman. It's a little too high and a little too low.
yeah, and I feel like if we could see the back of Supergirl, only like the bottom half of her ass would be covered in this panel.
Yeah, it's a choice. So yeah.
I mean,
Back to crypto.
Yeah, let's just make it about crypto. I mean, it has that almost like leftover 90s feel in comics, you know, because like
the TNA era of comics, absolutely.
Yeah.
well, again, we've
Because
talked.
even Artemis, like we get a back shot of Artemis, and she, her design is one leg.
Yeah.
Is not even there.
From like 2000 it's like up until like 2006 when we got like Infinite Crisis and Civil War. It feels like they didn't, Marvel and DC, they didn't know what to do, so they were just like throwing everything at the wall, and they're like, okay, let's see what people respond to and what they don't respond to.
they're almost like, hey, even if we piss the people off in outrage because of our over-sexual designs, we might sell some books of people being interested.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, what is this they're talking about? Let's go buy this book.
There are certain comic creators, I believe, that are just like, even outrage, they'd rather have outrage than nothing, no response.
Yeah, I agree, sadly. But, you know, this...
Look at you, Brevoort.
This next issue, I will admit, it took me way too long to kind of put two and two together. Like, that, because I had read this a long time ago and then watched the movie and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I went back to read again, like, just realizing, oh, that's Harbinger.
Yeah.
As in Crisis, Harbinger.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, she's floating around out there somewhere. Yeah, we can use her for
Somewhere.
cannon fodder. Yeah.
Because, you know, they call her, I think, in the film, they just call her Lila.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I had gotten used to that, and then when I was reading this, I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't put that together. So,
Hey, Todd, what's the deal with that DC Comics Presents and Aspen all? That's been bothering me.
the which one?
Where they're talking, like, you know how reading the comic, like, DC Comics Presents and Aspen production. What is that about?
I don't know. I had the same thought.
I don't remember that.
What, for this story?
Yeah, like in the like splash pages.
It was Michael Turner. Did it have something to do with what was it? Well, what'd you say it said again?
It's an Aspen MLT.
Yeah,
production.
did he have something to do with Aspen, or I don't know. I wonder if it's like his art studio or something, or.
Oh, maybe. I was kind of it's distracting as hell.
Well, speaking of distracting as hell, there's the cover in number 10 with Wonder Woman suggestively
Okay.
holding that spear.
No. I'm gonna show you what the cover should have been if they really wanted to go there.
Okay.
Okay.
1 second.
Is it going to be one of those covers like I downloaded the wrong Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman?
No, it's not a cover, but
Okay.
this is what should have been the cover.
Oh, is it someone from the inside or something?
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go. Hold on. It's coming.
Hail.
Yeah, that would have been
Wow!
actually. I mean,
Like, if we're gonna go for it, go for it.
What Superman choking out of Amazon?
yeah,
Exactly.
but my problem too is like it looks very like it looks suggestive, and her coloring of Artemis's suit does not
Yes,
help.
make it look like she's.
Yeah, like the shadow. Yeah. And again, I mean, we've talking about the female forms. I mean, look at Superman. If he was any bigger in that shot, I mean, he'd be in like Rob Liefeld Captain America territory.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh yeah! It's like the avatar I use every now.
Yeah. You know,
Just switch to it.
you know which one I'm talking about.
Literally have this label as Beefcake Superman.
Uh,
Oh Man, there is some TNA up in this bitch.
My tentacles back.
Look at her arching that back.
I mean, literally, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and there's no woman with
I
it.
did kind of like having her on the island, but not the way that they kind of janked her from them. But
I mean, I think
makes
the
sense to me.
I think the island works great as like, hey, let's take her somewhere where she can be herself around others and train. Yeah, and train with people that can actually handle.
Yeah.
Being around her.
And I was gonna say, yeah, and the Batman angle, you know, if she is like gonna go, you know, if she is like some kind of plant and she is gonna run amok, you know, at least Wonder Woman's there to, you know.
So I think the idea of her being there, but then Clark right here, like overreacting, like I feel like in this we didn't get kind of the story of how Clark's feeling as far as the idea that, oh my gosh, this is my cousin. Oh my gosh. I'm not the last Kryptonian. Like, we're not getting to see the emotional journey that he's going on, that he's experiencing with this. He just comes off very like, my way, man, beats chest.
They're exaggerating his protectiveness way in the wrong direction, yes.
So, I mean, and then when you juxtaposition that, because I kind of had forgotten at the time, when like I said, rereading this a lot came back and just, is that technically at the same time Power Girl exists.
Yes. She was in the last arc.
You know, so if you're jumping on here and you're just reading for Supergirl purposes, and then you just are like you read this and then you take off reading more Supergirl, you know, you get a couple issues in, and boom, there's Power Girl, and you're like, whoa, okay, isn't she the same? So then you're like, how is this making Supergirl different because she's actually from this, you know, universe compared to another? No. So it diminishes it to me, I guess you could say.
Well, that is a good point. That is a good point. Power Girl training Supergirl would have been interesting because they are kind of the same person.
Yeah.
And Power Girl's been doing it.
Make it a point for them not to interact, though.
Yeah, and I think it was kind of BS. Yeah. I know we're a little ahead of ourselves, but like, oh, they're the same person. It's matter trying to occupy the same space. How many times we have people come over to a different Earth or whatever? That should happen every time someone, you know, they just kind of used it as a
we don't want to deal with this. Get out of jail free card. If you...
Yeah, it was like, instead of just being like, okay, we have a problem.
I mean, maybe they were just scared they introduced Power Girl to this story. Because I mean, look how they're sexualizing all the other women in this story. Can you imagine what they did with what they would do with Power Girl?
Yeah, I did. I just read it. So.
Oh my.
I just want to talk about how what could have been in the Schneiderverse. Like this gave me like, oh man, if it hadn't been rushed, the Amazons when they Darkseid and everybody attacked, this could have been such a...
Yes, because I think this right here, the Doomsday attack, is awesome. The only thing is, okay, Lilith, go back one page.
All right, before you do that, I mean, can I just mention how crazy is that? Batman holding an axe? How odd is that?
That feels so timely.
It feels You know, Scott Snyder's like, wait, where have I seen this?
I think we're onto something. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to that page.
Oh, maybe maybe the story did inspire him. There's like, oh no, that Batman looks good with that axe, but he needs to be bigger.
Of course, you gotta swing.
About this one?
Yes. Okay, I hate this page because I feel like if you're thinking about where we are in comics and you're about to drop Doomsday in, like it's like you have a panel of him dropping down a boom tube, which is neat, but then you have him super in the middle, which I think kills the entire excitement and motivation. Like I don't like this page layout at all.
Yeah.
If you had been...
The kinetic flow is definitely off, I understand.
Yes. Thank you. If you had put this and you had him dropping down, and that was and then you see all the other panels of them, and then I turn the page, and I get these Doomsdays coming in with Batman with an axe, would be so much better, and just get rid of that stupid big-ass Doomsday in the middle.
This just gives me if we were ever in a good timeline, we would have had an amazing.
just what I wanted to see. Doomsday's whale tail. Come on.
Oh yeah, I mean that would be righteous. I mean, if we're, it's math, right? You got whatever you do to one side, you got to do to the other. So if you're doing it over here for Supergirl, you got to do it to the boys too. So boom, there's Doomsday.
Ain't nobody hitting on him. All right. Synopsis. On Themyscira, or Thea's Mascara, Superman and Batman.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that back.
That's right. Observing Superman and Batman are observing Kara and Artemis train in a match overseen by Wonder Woman. Superman is still upset over how Kara had been brought to the island, even though it has been weeks. But Batman still views the plan he and Wonder Woman formed as necessary. As the match heats up, Artemis informs Kara from under her feet, sweeps Kara from under her feet and prepares to deliver a killing blow when Superman charges forward and grabs her by the neck. Wonder Woman throws her lasso around Superman's neck. Jeez, fetishes abound. Asking if he's lost his mind, as the sword would have shattered on impact. Superman explains that he's been patient long enough and is taking Kara home. Wonder Woman points out that home is one of 3 options: Clark and Lois's apartment, the fortress where her only contact would be Krypto, or Krypton, which has long since died. Kara speaks up and says that she would have a say in where she lives.
Yeah, it's like, hello, she's right there, man.
We're not even mentioning Mom.
Like, Wonder Woman, like, you're supposed to be this feminist icon. Like, can you give this girl a choice? Can you give her a voice?
And what about Mom and Pa?
And that's where I feel like we come down to, like, how are we writing one?
Exactly. Now you understand. Now you understand it. I think people just kind of, and I think that that's a kind of a touchy subject. Like, you know, the more that we get, like, as we move away and we kind of realize, like, the creator behind her or whatever, maybe people want to move away. She still is a feminist icon. Like, she is. And
yeah.
she's still literally an Amazon.
See, that's,
they still
yeah.
definitely hate men. Like, not hate men, but
that should be the point.
Know what I mean?
You know, but yeah, Batman or Superman and Batman should be like, no, she's going here. No, she's going here. Wonder Woman should be stepping in and saying, no.
What do you want to do
you know,
here?
yeah. Ask her, Kara, where do you want to go?
So yeah, that's another odd thing.
Diana dismisses Kara and the other Amazons while she talks with Superman and Batman, but Kara is still able to hear their conversation, noting that Superman is still defending her while Batman still doubts her. Superman keeps insisting that he believes she's from Krypton, but Wonder Woman points out that if she is as powerful as him, it's a secret someone will try to exploit. Superman realizes that she and Batman haven't told him everything about why they took her. Elsewhere, Kara and Harbinger land near the beach, and Kara tells her what is going on with the others. As far as Harbinger is concerned, with Kara's strength and ability, she should become Supergirl. Kara isn't so sure, but Harbinger tells her that Diana is someone that she can trust. Kara thanks her, saying that she's the best friend she's had on the island. Kara suggests that they go for a swim to clear their head, and Harbinger says she'll follow. In truth, her orb is activating and shows her a vision of Supergirl holding a dead girl, or Superman holding a dead girl.
It's a blonde girl. It's giving flashbacks.
Back at the ring, Superman has been informed of another of Harbinger's visions about Kara. Her presence will bring death and destruction. There aren't any specifics, but Wonder Woman has had the Amazons on alert since Kara arrived. All of a sudden, a boom tube opens up and ejects Doomsday. Superman tells the others to protect Kara while he handles the monster, but to their horror, a whole army of Doomsdays exit the tube. Wonder Woman orders the Amazons to attack and arms Batman. As the battle rages, they notice that the Doomsdays have no blood or higher-level functions that Doomsday originally held. Batman concludes that Doomsday's DNA was too complex for apocalyptic scientists to clone, and what they're facing are Dr. Bedlam's animates. Superman destroys the Doomsdays
invincible.
Destroys the Doomsdays with a massive blast of heat vision, something which greatly drains him. He realizes that Batman is not there, and he and Wonder Woman fly off. Near the shores of Paradise Island, Batman has found the body of Harbinger's vision, Lila herself, having thought he heard another boom tube open when the Doomsdays appeared. Batman concluded that the Doomsdays were a decoy to allow the female Furies to get Kara, kill Lila, and kidnap Kara. As Harbinger's orb activates again, it shows a vision of Kara at Doomsday's Darkseid's mercy. An enraged Superman vows to go straight to Apocalypse and take Kara back.
I ain't seen him this mess. Somebody tried to kill Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Tyra, are you sick of them using Doomsday as like a plot device every 2 seconds?
Oh, God. Yeah,
yes.
You know I am.
I am, but I thought this
worked.
This worked for me because it's such a big distraction.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been neat, okay, is if you would have done it where it's a panel, or, you know, like this book needed a few more pages because I needed to see one Doomsday come out and Clark's like, okay, I got this, guys. Like, and he's scared. I mean, a little bit like, this is what killed him before. Can I do this again kind of thing? And then another Doomsday steps out. And then we have where they're slowly walking out. And then you have this like moment of, oh my God, you know, and because for the fact that there's a second boom tube and Batman's the one that hears it, not the one with super hearing.
You have entered Batgod era.
You know, if you would have said like Superman like didn't hear it because he was in some sort of like almost traumatic fight or flight, seeing several Doomsdays come out before there's a ridiculous amount come out, because once you get to that many, you know there's something up. But okay, as a reader, I mean, do I love the him using the heat vision to destroy all the Doomsdays? Like, if they did this now, this would be like a solar flare thing.
Yeah.
Like, but how many times? I think the only other time I've really liked Doomsday being used recently was when the New 52 did the Doomsday like virus, the Super Doomed, where he like destroyed Doomsday and inhaled Doomsday, and it became like a virus. I thought that was a unique, different way. Other than that, yeah, I'm really tired because
and spoilers, now he's the time trapper.
Yeah.
I still don't know how I feel about that completely.
Yeah.
Right now,
really love Doomsday, but they haven't really thought about a really good execution of it. So,
well, I mean, would you guys agree? It seems like
remember that back in New 52, they had that kid that turned into Doomsday.
No matter, no,
they
yeah,
wanted Hulk so bad.
No matter how tangential the connection, they always want to connect back to that Death of Superman story.
yeah. And like I said, you're depowering like what should be just. And now, I mean, now my thing is even outside of comics, like they got Doomsday now where he's full on Kryptonian powered. You know, my old going joke used to be, well, if I was Superman, I was fighting Doomsday, I would just fly him into space. You know, like if Death of Superman style, just punch him up, fly him into space. Well, now Doomsday's getting to the point he can fly. Yeah. He has all Superman's powers. He's just like, they keep making Doomsday more powerful. What are we gonna do? And it's like, but yet you're giving us too much to where he's not as scary and threatening.
Yeah, it's the Joker / Lex Luthor problem.
Doomsday was designed. Doomsday was designed to be a mindless force. Like he wasn't designed to be a character.
I'm like, Bizarro's right there, babes. Like, did we forget Bizarro's right there?
And I do see the note. Yes, Wonder Woman has also fought a Doomsday construct back in Wonder Woman 111 and 112. Do you remember who wrote that, Lilith? I'll give you a hint. Writer, penciler, and inker, John Byrne.
Oh.
Yeah.
John Byrne.
John Byrne.
Burn.
Speaking of sexualizing,
speaking
of sexualizing stories, yes, John Byrne.
Yeah, we covered that in Electric Mullet.
John Byrne. Oh, he does more than that. Hey, reading Sue Richards. Hey, what if he met her when she was like young?
Oh God.
All right, so issue 11, part 4, August. Superman and Wonder Woman arrive at the home of Scott Free and Big Barda, as Barda nonchalantly dismisses the sight of two superheroes to her neighbor across the street. Entering the house, Barda is surprised to find Batman already in there. Wonder Woman thanks her for letting them use her mother box, and Barda asks for a few moments to get changed so they can go. Superman, however, has no intention of letting Barda go with them, but Barda says that it's a deal breaker. She will not be left behind this time. Batman then opens Scott's secret equipment closet, saying he needs to borrow some of it. As Barda steps out to change, Wonder Woman tries to get Superman to get comfortable with the fact that Barda is coming, but Superman is anything but happy. He partly blames Batman and Wonder Woman for Kara's kidnapping, as it was their forced involvement that led to it. A furious Wonder Woman reminds Superman that many Amazons, including Harbinger, gave their lives defending Kara, but Superman counters that they wouldn't even be having this conversation if it had been Donna Troy or Jason Todd. Batman calms down, pointing out that Kara isn't dead, and Barda steps in, ready to leave. Using a boom tube, the quartet arrives on Apokolips. Everyone knows the plan, but Superman coldly reminds them that Kara is leaving with him, regardless of how they feel. Batman reminds Superman that everyone is going home and to prepare for anything. As the two leave, Superman under his own power, Batman with one of Scott's machines. Barda asks if Superman knows what they're getting into, but a concerned Wonder Woman mutters that she does not know. Heading to the Coliseum, the two heroines run into and battle the female Furies, killing Stompa, but Barda is soon captured. Granny Goodness offers Wonder Woman a choice: surrender or Barda dies. Elsewhere, Batman is discovered by a pair of demon dog riders, but manages to lose them by collapsing an archway onto one. Finally, he reaches Darkseid's armory, discovering Hellspores, powerful bombs which burn their way from the surface of a planet to the core, leaving a fire pit. With 500 in here, there's no way Apocalypse would survive, as he uses the mother box to begin reprogramming them. The other demon dog breaks into the armory, placing Scott's backpack over his head. Batman is swallowed whole. Superman has made his way to Darkseid's palace. A swarm of suicide jockeys try to eliminate him to no avail. Breaking into the palace, he makes his way to the throne room, finding Kara with Darkseid, and demands Darkseid release Kara. Darkseid announces that Kara is free to leave whenever she wants, assuming that she does. As Superman tries to take Kara with him, she attacks him savagely, saying that he knows nothing about her, then driving him into the floor. Still seated,
It's giving Jabba the Hutt.
Seated on his throne, an impressed Darkseid commands a mind-controlled Kara to kill Superman.
Okay, I just want to talk about this dialogue. It's pretty bad. You won't come at me again, you crazy witch. Really?
You know they wanted to say something else.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, ugh. And look at this butt shot. You know, like, so bad.
Yeah, and I mean, she like has to have like the arc.
Of course.
You know.
That's not even a good fighting position. It's a good
My-
something
Look at
else
her arching
position.
that back.
Not a good fighting position.
My favorite two panels though is when Superman's talking, and he says we can go. I'm not allowing it, and he's to Big Barda where you see how much taller she is than him, and then how he has to fly up to meet her eye to eye. I like when they make Barda like big. I mean, that's her
Big
name.
Barda.
Like, she's tall, she's thick, she's a warrior. Like, I
Well,
like it
you know,
when she's.
I like that version of the Trinity where Big Barda is the Wonder Woman. What is that? Gods, monsters, and demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. But why no Mr. Miracle? Because we wanted to.
Remember, like embargo at the time. That's why they specifically used his legal name, his government.
Oh,
name.
maybe. I don't know.
I feel like it was something with Mr. Miracle. Like they had a dispute about it, right?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
I just thought the artist wanted to draw like superhero women. That's all.
Well,
That too. I mean, even he was like, "Hey, even give me the Furies. Like, I got this." He's like, "Even these demon dogs, they women too, female dogs." I do feel like that. Like, that's probably like the one thing about like Batman finding the hell spores. Sweet. The whole demon dog thing, him getting bit, like riding. Like, I was like, man, okay. And then finding Kara, her fighting.
Yeah, it's so weird. Between now and like Final Crisis, I don't know, a couple of these writers are just like, I mean, Batgod's one thing, but now they're like, oh, Batgod could take down Darkseid.
I mean, I like the fact that he like outsmarts him where Darkseid,
Yeah.
like out of all of them, you actually would do it.
Mm.
I'm okay with that. It's just like some of the stuff like him actually
Oh, yeah.
like with the demon does, and we'll talk more about it into the next issue too, because like the next issue really does like it really is the only issues in here where one ends, the next one starts where the other one left off. All the other ones have this like some sort of thing time between.
Yeah.
This one straight up is panel ends here, start the next issue, panels here. Like you're still in it.
All right. And this next, oh, God, this cover, this might be the worst cover, this next one. There we go, number 12. She's a totem pole.
Yeah, when they're about to drop their new hardcore album, Darkseid and the Supergirl.
Nice.
No, come on, show us Darkseid's dumpy. Come on, don't be shy.
God.
I mean, she looks like
It's one thing
You
that it's
She
one
looks
thing.
like she bit a bat's head off, bro.
And it's
she
one.
looks like she's Queen of the Damned right here.
Yeah, and it's like,
Well, we are in that era, babes.
and I
I
thought,
know,
and
that's
I
what
thought
I'm
they were
saying.
trying to sexualize her. There's like no, even more than any other portrayal of her in this story. There's like no curves there. I mean, it's just.
Well, you gotta remember, it was the early 2000s. It's like, it's all belly button and cleavage.
When you
The
said like
booties were out unless you were Beyonce or J-Lo. Booties were still out.
when you said the Paris Hilton thing, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I can't
Yeah.
stand
That's
the
what it was giving.
Paris Hilton. So, but yeah.
Apocalypse, the simple life. All right.
The hell life. I did like that line in the last issue. She's like, I'd tell you to go to hell, but it'd be redundant.
Oh, God. All right, so yeah, this is issue 12. On Apocalypse, Kara Zor-El as Superman at her mercy. Despite Superman's pleas, Darkseid orders her to finish him off. Kara throws him through the window of the throne room into a fire pit. At the Coliseum, Granny Goodness orders Wonder Woman to surrender or the female Furies will kill Big Barda. Wonder Woman decides to play her own game and throws her lasso around Granny's neck, telling her to order the Furies to surrender or be killed. At the armory, the demon dog that swallowed Batman has smoke coming from its mouth. When it suddenly lunges forward and dies. As Batman emerges from the beast's mouth, he commands the soldiers to give him their armor. In the fire pit, Kara attacks Superman. Superman realizes that she may be as strong as him, and unless he acts, she'll kill him. Reluctantly, Superman opens his belt buckle to reveal his trump card, Lex Luthor's kryptonite ring. Putting it on, he knocks Kara unconscious, though it breaks his heart to do it. At Darkseid's palace, Batman arrives wearing the armor of the Dog Cavalry. The claws on the armor break against Darkseid's skin, but Batman reveals that he has used Barda's mother box to arm the Hellspores. Realizing that what they'll do to Apocalypse, Darkseid pounds Batman into the floor, shut up, Lilith, and then into the wall, demanding that he disarm the bombs. Batman will only do so if Darkseid releases Kara and gives his word not to kill or try to reclaim her. Realizing that Batman will not give in, Darkseid yields. He expresses admiration for Batman's ruthlessness, saying that Superman and Wonder Woman wouldn't have been able to do what he did. Kara is free to leave, while Superman and Wonder Woman both vow to hold him to the promise. Returning to Thea's mascara, all the effects of the brainwashing are removed. Before Superman and Kara leave, Kara says goodbye to Harbinger at her memorial and tells Batman that she remembers her mother's name, Allura. Later at the Fortress of Solitude, Kara is trying on a new outfit, a Supergirl uniform. She admits that she isn't sure she has a right to wear it and is still ashamed of what she did under Darkseid's thrall. Superman dismisses it, saying that Darkseid is corruptive by nature and whatever evil she displayed was put into her by Darkseid. Flying across the country, Superman and Supergirl arrive at the Kent farm as Superman wants to introduce her to his parents. Seeing no sign of the Kents, Superman assumes they're in town and decides to wait with Kara in the house. Before he opens the door, a massive fist punch through, sending Superman across the yard. Kara sees the attacker, Darkseid. The Dreadlord says that his promise was only with regards to Kara and that Superman was not part of the bargain. Darkseid fires his Omega beams at Superman, but Supergirl flies into the path of the beams. The beams strike Kara and her body appears to dissolve into ash.
To be concluded.
I don't know. The first time I read this, I was like, did we really need to do this? I'm like, couldn't this have been the final part and just leave out the Darkseid
Exactly.
at the end?
Yes.
It's just like, haha,
Oh,
I'm back.
there was a better cover opportunity, by the way.
Oh.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That is a much better cover. Okay, so in this issue, one thing is this is where I'm gonna compare it to the film, the animated film, because in the animated film we don't get Superman opening his belt and getting their ring out, which I thought was really cool,
Right back.
and punching Kara. But can we please talk about Batman like getting physically beat by Darkseid, even though he has this supposed mother box protection? Like, still, I'm just kind of like, that's a cheat.
I thought we were gonna get a happy ending because I should have known better. Because I was feeling happy like towards the end of the issue, particular panel, and it kind of made me happy. Still a lot of belly button. I still kind of was like, cute. He's like, my mom made it for you. I was like, aw. And then boom, gut punch.
I love the waking up in Rivendell part here, where she's. I mean, it would have made more sense to me, like the way she feels of like she had, I don't know, came back to Themyscira and like, was fighting the Amazons or something, and then, you know, I feel this is where this book makes me mad, and I'll just say this a little bit right here. Her putting on the Supergirl suit and then flying home, cool. All right, I'm game until you do the Darkseid part.
Yep.
And then the last issue we'll get into.
Hey, this suit's cool.
Right,
this suit's cool. Where's the midsection?
Yeah, like my thought would have always been like a neat way to explain Supergirl's suit is she has like the same suit as Superman, but as like, she's like on Earth, she's experiencing things. So like then she like rips her pants and makes them into a skirt and comes out and like the, you know, kind of this idea of like part of the suit's Earth inspired, and that's why she's doing the skirt, because you don't see skirts on Krypton.
Yeah.
So like, you know, she takes the suit that she
They
has.
live in the Star Trek universe where everything's a onesie.
Yeah. I mean, and I always thought that'd be kind of a neat way of approaching it, where she
Wants
is kind
to
of
feel like the sun on her skin and the wind beneath her feet, that kind of thing.
well, yeah, she's mixing her like the same, like if we're looking at the suit being the same for the family, you know, she has the same kind as her cousin, and then she kind of she earthifies it to be more like a Earth girl.
I mean, just with all the art and everything.
They say Earth girls are easy if you know the reference.
Oh my! just the way they've like over sexualizing her and stuff. I'm surprised they didn't go the Janet Van Dyne route and have her in like a different costume every arc or something.
We were really struggling at that time. We didn't have time to be. And this is the thing. This is the shame. We never really get a lot of Supergirl merch. I hope that changes with this movie. Never get a lot of Supergirl merch.
One of the problems with Supergirl merch, in a way, is like, if I'm wearing a Superman shirt, I'm wearing a Supergirl shirt.
Yeah.
Unless it says
Supergirl. They make it
Supergirl.
pink, and I hate
and
that.
then and that's what I was going. And then they're like, "Oh, we make it pink. It's Supergirl." Well,
she
doesn't
wear pink. Yeah, no.
But I just mean like action figures and things like that too.
And I think, but I mean, don't they believe, like, you know, because so many figures are made for quote unquote boys, like boys won't play with girl figures, and that's why we get these runs with few female figures. But no, I'm hoping that, like, I'm still waiting to see what the more like kid toy line is going to look like for the movie. I'm hoping it's cool, like if it's Spin Master.
We didn't
or if it's
get that
Mattel.
much for Superman, the new Superman movie either.
No,
they're still kind of coming out with the stuff. Like I see new stuff that I hadn't seen a year ago in Walmart. Like they're still getting like new, like the Guy Gardner stuff was just like they're kind of like, I think they waited too late to like start the phases.
I really hope we get like a really good mold for whatever.
I want a Crypto figure. That's all.
Yes, that's what I say. Because that was like, how did you not make a Crypto figure with this movie? How did you not have it? Even if it was like looking at the Toy Master, the Spin Master line,
yep.
Crypto could have been a Build-A-Figure.
Oh.
So now like each part is like a different, you know, and put them together. Because like I have all the figures. Like I have the Engineer, which don't get me started, makes no damn sense. Her toy and everything. And then you didn't make an Ultraman figure.
Exactly.
And then you didn't make a Guy Gardner McFarlane figure.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I don't think he wanted to.
I would have bought that. Like, the only McFarlanes I bought from there is I have the Superman Deluxe with Crypto, the regular Superman, and then I found a Mr. Terrific on clearance at
that
Walmart.
one was good.
But I'm like,
they gotta step up their merch game. Like DC's kind of been slacking on that part.
James and I were looking at the Supergirl merch, the McFarlanes, and one package of Supergirl with Crypto is the same Crypto figure, and then there's one that she's with Puppy Crypto. But I'm like, I want a Crypto figure.
Like I want some articulation. Yeah.
The best one I have technically is my Super Pets Crypto figure.
Yeah.
Which my kids stole and have.
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up.
Yep,
But okay, the last issue. This is what really makes me mad, because this is the part I like in the movie. Because in the movie, it's Superman and Kara battling Darkseid together, like, which should cap her arc of overcoming her abuser.
Yeah.
And you know, in the issue here, he flies Darkseid to the source wall, which as a comic is like okay, but in the film she makes a boom tube to anywhere, then you know kicks him through it and takes his mother box. So he's floating in space.
Kick them right in the mother box.
And you have like, and I love that they, you know, in the film, like they tear up the Kent home right as Mom and Pa show up, and they're like, "We'll fix it." Kara's like, "We'll fix it," you know. And compared to this whole like we faked her death thing, because then you know at the end she decides to put on the Supergirl suit, but like, what does that really mean? You know, the last page is her standing there is like, "I'm Supergirl."
I mean, she's getting her own series.
But But what does that mean when in the last book you had the scene of her in the suit? You know, by doing it, by her putting it on here, much like in the film, that's her officially declaring who she is and what she strives to be. But you kind of undercut this by having her already wearing the suit in the last issue.
And what's the point of faking her death if she's just going to come out and be like, "I'm Supergirl"?
Yeah, and like, was it just to trick Darkseid so that Superman could beat him, or like Superman knew she wasn't dead, so like that anger and emotion like is not exactly.
But this issue had a crazy shadow on it, and it's at the end of the page. Obviously, this is like the week that Christopher Reeves died.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I was just like, oh yeah, made me sad all over again.
I mean, I kind of forgot that just because you know it is one of those like having to go back to that time and forgetting like
Oh yeah.
They
The
have
last
the dedication right at the end.
Yep, there it is.
because I'm looking at it, you know, and thinking about that, but yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, like when I got to the end of this one, I'm like, oh yeah, it hits me in the gut every time.
That also tells me where we are in Smallville too. At this,
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean,
we're gearing up for we're not to season 7 yet, but they're now like, oh, I got an idea.
I mean,
Thank God they did it when they did it, or otherwise it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're dedicating that, if put the dedication to Chris Reeve on that page, shouldn't they've had Superman and Supergirl on that page?
Choices, man.
Yeah.
No, because they had to go out with Supergirl on the.
With an
What would have been a really great shot is it's Supergirl
and almost
then
upskirt.
You just kind of have Superman kind of looking up towards her, but then if she's above him, anything's upskirt. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like,
True.
so now it's like,
Especially
yeah.
that skirt. Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like then it's like everybody look, it's
Cause that's gonna be the
It's
shortest.
definitely a bird. sorry.
That's got to be the shortest skirt they've ever had her in.
It is, and that's part of why it bothers me. Is because it is all about. It's not about her as a character or what she can do. It's really about, hey, look at this.
Skin, and moist.
Like, hey, let's sexually exploit a 16-year-old girl.
But yeah, this is. I feel like so much more could have been done. Like I feel like I want that. What if Supergirl was raised by the Amazon? That's the Elseworld tale I want now. Actually, now that I think about it.
how cool would it be though?
She
Lilith?
lands on freaking Paradise Island.
Or let's even take this story. Let's take this story and just
expand
tweak
upon
it a little bit different. Let's say that she lands, Wonder Woman finds her, takes her to the Amazons, and raises her for a while.
See, that's
secretly like, and even have like where we could do these kind of like cutaway backs where Clark and Batman were on the island, but Wonder Woman had her tucked away somewhere, and it was for years until she finally was ready to present her to her cousin. Like, now that's an interesting story.
See, that's why I feel like the old school like Marvel What If issues had it over like the Elseworlds, because like Elseworlds dealt with like a broad concept. Like what ifs they would pick a specific moment, very specific.
Oh, you also forgot the variant cover, by the way.
Oh,
that almost looks like he's singing. Like, just draw a microphone in Superman's hand.
He is rage singing, babes. That is some screamo.
God, at least these last two covers, yeah.
And Darkseid looks, he's like just chilling with his hands behind his back.
He's about to drop the coldest album of 2004.
Like he's about to start rapping, and Batman's like,
that should be our thing.
Something.
We should see how many covers we can take and like just like rework them into like album covers. But no, like you were saying about the you want to see Wonder Woman train in Supergirl. That would be the great what if. It's like what if Darkseid had killed Clark in this issue. And then like Wonder Woman like kind of like and Wonder Woman's like her teacher now.
Yeah.
Well, Wonder Woman and maybe probably Batman because
Lilith. That would have been my jumping off point if they had done a Supergirl Earth like 1 type thing.
Yeah.
Like how they were building up and connect it to the Wonder Woman Earth 1, of like in this world Supergirl or something like that, because that would be neat. See, now,
God, Batman's gonna put her in a damn Robin costume.
But see, I wouldn't want Batman. Just like
I know, yeah.
I think Speeding Bullets is a cool story, but still, like, it's like, what if Superman was Bruce Wayne type thing? But like, I still feel like there was too many similarities of like Batman's suit. Like, I still think it could have been different. I haven't read it in a
they're
while.
not really allowed to do the complete divergence like that, as Phil was saying, like with some Marvel stuff.
Right.
Like, I feel like they still want like some semblance.
But that's
what I want to see from.
The purpose.
That's what I want to see from DC. Pick like a specific moment, a specific issue, and be like, go from there. Be like, okay, what if this issue had gone different?
I mean, even if you made it a really fun, where it's like, say, the Monitor looking at the timeline, and because we're supposed to be like, we're in the giant metaverse, omniverse thing, where this choice was made, and like you said, you find an issue in a moment. And you're like, but this was different here. And then, like, what would have happened there?
I mean, they got the multiverse back. I mean, they were talking omniverses there for a while. So I mean,
they have the omniverse now,
Yeah.
where everything's out there still. I mean, so I just recently reread Doomsday Clock,
I'm sorry.
Did you lose a pet?
No, there's things in it that I like. It really is a really weirdly balanced book.
I think the thing is that it took so long.
It is, and reading it in one sitting, I definitely appreciate it more. But they talk about that, basically there's a line in it that no Earth or timeline ever was extinguished. It just basically spun a new Earth. because they said the Earth 52 is still out there. The new 52 Earth is still out there existing
Can we
somewhere.
get somebody to blow it up, please?
And I'm just like, because they were talking about, that in that story context, Manhattan, what he had done. So I'm just like, okay, so once again, you're just perpetuating more and more that everything happens, everything matters, everything doesn't matter because there's no stakes, because on some Earth, it's different.
Your favorite character still, yeah.
Well, at this point, they don't want to be like, oh no, we don't reboot anymore. There's no mistakes. It's still out there somewhere.
Honestly, they need to literally go back and they need to have everybody go back in time to that original Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just fix it. Let's just close. They've been a snake eating their tail this whole time, and that they don't want to admit that was they did it for the money. It didn't work. So just go back. That's the Crisis. That's the final Crisis. That's what the final Crisis should be. We're going back to that original timeline.
Bring back the original Supergirl headband and all.
Headband and all, baby, because headbands are back in style now. I'm just saying, yeah. This is kind of an interesting take to have it in like a Batman Superman book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where else are you going to spin it off?
Unless you do it out of the regular Superman or action, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't do like a miniseries or something.
Well, it's a female-led character that's not Wonder or Batgirl.
Yeah, but they did spin her out in her own book.
Eventually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was the plan. Come on.
Yeah, it was the plan, but like I said, some of these had like second and third printing, so it did pretty good. So, but had it not done good, I don't know that they would have.
Yeah. But comics, they were probably over-sexualizing her to hedge their bets, too.
But it's like if you want to diversify your readership, which you should. Yeah. Because that's what makes the line go up for the shareholders every year, Mm-hmm. Then you shouldn't, like, really alienate, I guess. So that's why, like, the over-sexualization of Supergirl at 16. Like, 16 is, like, the prime time, too, for, like, reading comics, because like you're getting out of like toy collecting, but like you still like to read. Like girls were reading manga and stuff like that. Like that was like the year where like manga for women were more manga than boys were reading comics or whatever. So I'm just saying they just really I feel like they lost a market share with this one.
Because you kind of did, because you made Supergirl almost something that was inaccessible for girls, because you were.
Well, it's not a Batman Superman book.
But the title that spins out of this, you're kind of just like. And then it's like if you're a boy reading, it's like, dude, you're reading Supergirl. You just want to stare.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to just
unfortunately, right?
You just want to stare at the photos, you perv.
Like I can understand a guy reading Wonder Woman, right? Like I get that, but like it's like super.
Again, it's a bunch of guys. I mean, again, this is why.
And why did she ever go to Teen Titans?
I mean, I know that they did cross over once or twice. Like they had her working with like Nightwing and the Outsiders and stuff. And
in the Supergirl run, she does like the book that run for the 2005 to 2011 run of Supergirl. I don't want to say it's a mess, but it's like it feels like all these short arcs. Ideas. Yeah, because you have writers who are like they're trying to fizzle out this little bit of like triangle error-esqueness in her story. And then you have a great run, but then you have like this hard time where they can't quite figure out where to go and what to do with her and who her character is in this journey. But then you have, it wasn't really written to read issue to issue to issue, because it really feels like you're missing something that's happening over here in some tie-in story or something else. And then Infinite Crisis happens, and then all of a sudden you're like, I feel like this is different because they do some weird stuff. And then you're like, oh. Me as a reader, I know that it was Infinite Crisis, but if I was just reading this Supergirl run, I'd be like, what just happened? Like, why is everything different? Why is, some of this stuff with her different? The way they're now retconning what I just read a few months ago. So
see, crises are like cheat codes. It's like, okay, what don't we like about this character? Let's change it.
And that's why we need yellow boxes at DC from time to time. That's all I'm saying.
Editors notes.
And that's why I don't think that if you do a crisis, to restart a title with a new number helps.
Yeah.
Or they, how in Star Wars they have like before the Battle of Yavin and then after the Battle of Yavin. Like I almost feel like that's how DC books should work with Crisis. Before, like when they reprint, like before Infinite Crisis, after Infinite Crisis.
Yeah.
I mean, for a while, that's how they were doing with Crisis on Infinite Earths. They're like, oh yeah, nothing before that ever, really happened. But
can't work out like that.
Now it's like everything happened.
It's such like I love DC more than Marvel, but it's like such a mess to defend it. It really is such a mess sometimes to defend their choice.
Modern comics.
On that note,
On that note, yes. I believe in June, Mr. Will Allred and I will probably be covering some of the Red Lantern Supergirl stuff. So
Oh,
Cool.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm getting to that in our reading because I touched it back when it was kind of happening.
perfect.
There is
Yeah, I
a
know.
new
Thanks.
Supergirl book out this week, by the way. Supergirl number 12.
Oh
I
yes,
will
yes,
be,
yes.
I will be reading the previous issue later.
Oh,
Because
I
like I
hear a lot
said-
of people liked it, so they've been liking this new book.
I was gonna say, funny you should say that, Lilith, because next month we're gonna cover the first 6 issues of the new Supergirl series.
Oh, cool beans.
I'm game.
I'm all caught up, so cool. And shout out to Sophie Campbell.
I'm about to
Yes.
say I'm only 1 month behind just because I'm reading on the app.
Yeah, I'm a few issues, but I kind of like to read in chunks some of this. So
Well, I'm liking the one thing is I'm liking where with Absolute Superman, for example, where they're putting like new story starts here.
oh yeah,
So I can at least figure out like, oh, okay, so there's an arc that's closed that I'm not waiting, or I have a better, trajectory of what to review or group together to read because I don't feel like I'm just waiting because their second arc to that book went on forever.
Yeah. I do want to shout out Emperor Aquaman number 16, or just in general, Emperor Aquaman. I've been having fun with that, so I know a lot of people haven't been reading this. I just don't put that out here right here as an Aquaman fan.
and stay tuned this month, kids. For Will Allred and I will be covering Green Lantern Legacy number 600.
Wow.
Big Cal Rayner.
They really were stretching for that.
Oh, don't even mention that. Will's.
Giving Marvel, bro. It's giving Marvel.
I mean, Will.
fantasy
Oh, Will's head is exploding. He's like,
1,000.
how the hell did it get to 600?
Every single Green Lantern book ever, one shot series.
That's how they do it. They're like, we need a big boost. All right, retcon the numbering.
All right, so yeah,
And a shout out to Action Comics 1097. That was a super cool story.
get it.
Booster Gold, baby.
Oh yeah, he's free. Anyone read the new Superman issue with Superboy Prime?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Like
I'm
I said,
intrigued.
1 month
I'm
behind.
intrigued.
I am intrigued. Like my favorite recently has been the where Superboy popped up and he makes a comment. He goes, Dan Jurgens gonna be pissed about this.
Oh yeah.
Good.
That was my favorite right there.
Oh my. All right.
All right.
So yeah,
I
like
got
I
that
said,
straight.
next month, yeah, we'll do the first 6 issues of the current Supergirl series, and then in June for our last part of our Supergirl special, we'll talk all the live action, and we can even talk about voice actors and animation if you want of all the Supergirls. So,
Yeah, sounds good.
but yeah,
Mhm.
next episode, stay tuned. The Hardmaster will be back, and we're going to talk some Spider Hulk from Web of Spider-Man 69 and 70.
Prerequisite for Lilith Hellfire. I know.
I know. Oh, Lilith, next month he's going to be in his full glory. I picked some Tombstone issues.
Oh, cool. He'll be as giddy as a schoolgirl.
I was gonna say, have we ever discussed Tombstone with Ray? Oh, I know it's one of his favorite villains. All right, so yes, so send us your thoughts on your Supergirl thoughts, your pop culture thoughts. So email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow us on pretty much all social media. We got the TikToks now. We got the Substack. Help support us buying merch at TeePublic and Spring. Bunch of Capes and Lunatics, Podfather Film merch, even Lost Library Legends merch. I don't know who we could be supporting with that. Well, again, the best way to help support us is just rain the money on us through the Cash App link. Lilith's favorite method. And, of course, the Patreon, where, again, you get exclusive, uncensored content every month. At least one episode, and you get early access to all these episodes. Like you could have had this episode early, and subscribers get to suggest topics for us to talk about. So this only safe way to tell Lilith Hellfire what to do.
Shut up, Phil.
So
Still time for April. Just know.
that's right. Yeah. Because somebody didn't record in the comic shop. All right.
Shiny bird brain. I'm sorry.
I know, me too. All right, so I'm old. What's your excuse? All right. So anyway, yes. So go right now. Go run. Don't walk. Subscribe to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics.
Fucking crazy.
Love you, Al. All right. And Mr. Tyler Patrick, if you want to hear more Superman and Supergirl talk, you can find the Krypton Report with Mr. Tyler Patrick and Mr. James Cole.
The living legend he is.
That's
Yeah,
right.
check us out on all social media platforms, wherever you get your podcasts.
Now, then Mr. James Cole now in the #1 spot with the death of Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Now everyone's going to learn what it really means to be colified.
Nice.
I just made that up.
Nice. All right.
Ready for that ampersand?
All right. For another episode, we have been your Capes.
Ampersand.
Lunatics.
Gotta pause for dramatic.
Charlie would be proud.
That's right. Justin was laughing the other day, Will, when I told him. I said, "Oh, Will finally got to meet the Charlie puppet in the same, in person."
I'm the one that bought it, but I finally got to beat him.
That's right. Yeah, I want to get Justin's thoughts because Justin was planning on joining us. And he's like, I cracked that first issue of this, and he was like, nah. He was like, wasn't my cup of tea. So.
Too much exotic Supergirl, not enough exotic Supergirl.
Oh yeah, maybe too much TNA.
Yeah. Teen TNA. He was like,
Oh yeah. But the name would have been a different story. All right, protect your belly buttons, kids, and come back next time.